Hi, I'm Lori Betts. Welcome to Golden Years, and we are doing an offsite today at Habitat for Humanity Restore. So come on inside, and we're going to see all their valuable treasures that you could purchase.
I want to thank everyone for making this day so special. Dad, you've been my inspiration. I love you.
I love you too.
And Mom, I miss you so much.
Type 2 diabetes steals the lives we cherish most, but it can be prevented. Know your risk before it's too late. Stop diabetes. Learn how at checkupamerica.org or talk to your doctor.
Hi, we are Brunswick Brownie Troop 479. We love Girl
Welcome back. I'm interviewing President Kathy Brown of Habitat for Humanity of Medina County. Thank you for having us at this beautiful store.
Thanks for inviting us to tell you about our story.
How long has Habitat for Humanity been around?
Well, in Medina County since 1991. Habitat for Humanity in general has been around since 1976, and it was founded by Millard Fuller.
And this is the best kept secret.
Yes, the best kept secret in Medina County. We use the funds from this store, the sales of this store, to build houses, decent, affordable houses for people in need in Medina County. It's an all volunteer run store. None of the money goes to pay anyone's salary, so we keep the money in the county.
Going back to the houses, how does one be
Partner family?
chosen or picked for a house to be built for them?
Well, they have to apply for it, and we have a website, www.medinahabitat.org, and the application is on the website as well as here at the store. There are certain criteria that have to be met. You have to be a resident of Medina County for at least 12 months. You have to be lower income and not be able to qualify for a conventional mortgage. You have to put in sweat equity. We take $500 as a down payment as opposed to the standard 20%. So in exchange for a lower deposit or down payment, you put in sweat equity. So every adult 18 and over who's going to live in that house puts in 300 hours per person working on a previous Habitat home, their own home, working at the Restore, or doing some type of documented community service.
Perfect.
We then sell the house to them at cost, and it's an interest-free mortgage.
And how do you get all the players involved in building the house?
Well, we have a standard, a core construction crew. These are fellows that have been with us house after house after house. What we currently do is we advertise for this on meetup.com. It's a website that allows organizations or clubs to recruit members. And we recruit, we have a homepage for Medina County Habitat. They can go on that page, and then we tell them what day we're working on the house or what we need at the store as far as the number of volunteers, what we're doing at the house, what the project is for that Wednesday or Saturday, how many volunteers we need, what the skill level is, and they can just sign up.
Awesome.
And we provide lunch for them too on Saturdays. Good home cooked meal.
Home cooked?
We have volunteers. Right now, ladies from Holy Martyrs, they're coordinating the lunches. And then we have St. Martin's in St. Martin's in Valley City that actually
good food.
Are, yes,
to several of their meals.
Yes. So they've been providing the lunches. And then we have local pizza shops that have been donating pizzas as well.
Great collaboration.
Yes, very much so.
How many Habitat homes are in Medina County?
So far we have 25. We have one that's under construction right now on Lawrence Street in Medina. It should be finished in about a month. And we're looking for a partner family for that home right now.
What do you mean by a partner family?
A partner family is someone who will own that home. So they partner with us in the process, again, of working on the home, working at the store, and they then have the opportunity to purchase that home from us. The other thing I do want to mention too that's very critical is the person's credit score. And they have to have at least a minimum 640 credit score, and they have to have a source of income, a steady source of income. And we do check on them. We do check their credit scores. We sit down and we talk with them to make sure they understand what's involved in being a homeowner. It's not just a matter of a mortgage, it's a matter of the maintenance of that home. And if their credit scores are low, we have what we call like a nurturing program. We'll sit down with them and say, okay, let's look at your budget, let's look at your spending habits, let's see what we can do to get your credit score up to where it needs to be so that you can qualify for this home.
So how long would this process take?
As far as building the home?
Well, yeah, from building the home or someone getting involved.
Well, once we receive an application, we have a family selection committee that will sit down and look at that application, call the potential owner, meet with them, get more information. We need some paperwork. We need to check, maybe see if they're in the process of renting, check with their current landlord, make sure they're current on their payments. We're pretty particular. We don't want to set people up for failure. We like to say we offer a hand up, not a handout.
So when you're building that home, you have that recipient person in mind.
Yes.
Okay.
And generally they have an opportunity, like in this, if let's say it's a house we're just starting, and we have a partner family in the wings, we'll show them where this house is going to be built at, and they have the opportunity to accept it or not. So if maybe they live in Brunswick, they have kids in school in Brunswick, and they want to stay in Brunswick, maybe we're building in Wadsworth. Maybe they don't want to move to Wadsworth. They have 3 chances to turn down a home, and then if after the 3rd time they turn down a home or a location, then they're out of the program.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could see the aspect of all that.
Sure,
But
sure.
then they have to work with you guys too.
Absolutely. I mean, the money they're saving and not paying interest over 20 years, it could be, several $100,000.
A lot of money.
That's a lot of money. You're right, that's a lot of money. It's a very good program. The one thing I want to explain to people, there's some myths, and then some of the myths are that we give homes away. We do not give homes away. We don't give homes away to, this is not Section 8 housing, this is not HUD housing, this is in no way tied into any type of government program. By having a Habitat family in your neighborhood, it's not going to bring down your property value, and it's not going to increase the crime rate in your area. These are decent, hardworking people that need a break. Have you ever met a partner family?
No, I have not.
How do you know?
Good question. Yeah, how do I know?
The person who stands behind the counter at your bank, who bags your groceries, who delivers your mail, anybody on the street. They don't wear tags that say, I'm a partner family. It can be anybody that you come across on a daily basis that is a partner family, but you don't know it. They're just a hardworking, deserving family.
Very good. And where do you get all these volunteers? I know you said organizations.
Well, we get them, again, we have the meetup.com website. A lot of times it will be people who come and shop at the store, and they like what they see, and maybe they're retired or they have some extra time on their hands and they want to get involved. And they just, and a lot of it has to do with the people that are already working here. We try to create a friendly atmosphere, good customer service, and they feel welcome here, and they want to be a part of that. So we've acquired a couple of volunteers, gentlemen who are retired, who kind of are a fixer-upper kind of guys. They know how to do things, which I like, because I can sell you something, but I can't necessarily tell you what to do with that part. So we like having fellas in here who are kind of the do-it-yourself kind of guy, who know what to do with these pieces, parts here, the hardware items. And so they have the time, and they'll come in, and we always say volunteer as much time as you have. If you can be here every Saturday, great. If you can't, whatever time you have to give, we'll take. And we're very appreciative of the help, because they're hard workers, and they're here because they want to be here. They're certainly not getting paid, so you have to be here because you love it.
Okay, tell the audience where here is.
Here is 342 East Smith Road. We occupy what was the former Bennett Lumber, then James Lumber building.
And I'm amazed. I mean, you gave us the tour this morning. I mean, you have everything.
Everything.
From sinks to doors to furniture. It's
Everything.
amazing.
The only thing we don't have are clothes, children's toys, mattresses. If you do donate something to us, we'd like it to be in good working condition. You can call 330-907-1978, and you'll get Larry Wells. He does our pickups, and he can arrange to go to your house. If the item is too big for you to bring into the store, he will come and pick it up.
Okay.
If you can bring it into the store, we will take deliveries on Saturday from 8 to 4, which is the time our store is open. Only on Saturdays from 8 to 4. If we could get more volunteers, we could be open another day of the week.
So retired Joe can just come by and say, I'd like to volunteer in the store?
Ideally, we'd like retired Joe to sign up on meetup.com, but if he or she does not have access to a computer, come on into the store. We do have students who have community hours to put in for their school project. Now, if they're younger than 18, they have to have a parent's signature, and everybody has to sign a waiver, but particularly a student younger than 18 has to have their parent's signature on the waiver.
Okay. This is really awesome.
It is.
Awesome. Eventually, maybe down the road, you might have some more open hours if you get the more volunteers.
If we can get
cover
more
the
volunteers,
shifts.
yes, yes.
Okay. And I also did see on my road trip through the store, you have wash machines,
Yes.
appliances.
Yes.
I mean, that's great. I mean, in my world, in the seniors' world, a lot of people, when their wash machines break, or the dryer, or the refrigerator, you know, they're tight for funds.
Sure.
So, I mean, they could come out here and they could check out pricing.
Absolutely. And for a lot of families who maybe kids getting their first apartment, or we have things that would work in a dorm room, desks.
I was going to say college, going
Desks,
away to
cabinets,
college.
yes.
Yeah. Computer tables I
Yes.
saw throughout the walk.
Yes.
I mean, this is just really amazing. This is the best kept secret in Medina.
Absolutely. So anybody that's in the process of moving that needs to get rid of some excess things that they had before they move into the new home, give us a call. If you're moving into a new home that maybe needs some fixing up, give us a call or come by the store.
So
we have something for everybody.
And one person's trash can be
Is another
someone
person's
else's treasure.
But we don't have trash.
You don't? Oh,
we
you
don't have trash. If
No,
you
you
looked
do
around the
not.
store,
It's
we have very
wonderful,
good quality.
wonderful.
And if the items we have in the store are new items, which we have that have been donated by retailers or manufacturers, we sell them at 50% off retail.
Great
if it's
prices.
a new item or a used item, we're generally about 75% off retail.
I know I lived in my house for 30 years, and I know there's a lot of items I don't need, I don't use. I mean, someone else could just have joy with it.
Absolutely.
You have to go shopping in your own houses, too.
Absolutely.
This is wonderful. Well, we're going to take a quick break, Kathy, and then we're going to come back and we're going to meet Norm, the Community Relations Director.
Hello, I'm Tom Selleck. In every generation, men and women have come forward to fight for freedom and defend our liberty. Over 58,000 of them are named on the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Join me in supporting a new campaign to build an education center near the wall to tell their stories and teach about the values of those who have served in the past and who serve today. Learn how you can help. Thank you.
Don't you just love running water? It's like a little tiny waterfall with a tiny whirlpool. Like a whirlfall. Yeah, we just made up a new word. That happened.
The moment using water becomes wasting water.
Majesty.
It gets weird. Get normal by visiting wastingwaterisweird.com.
I am stopping customer Vivian George from Seville, and she just made a purchase of 6 chairs for her daughter as a surprise. So tell me a little bit about these chairs.
Well, I came into Habitat for Humanity and I saw these chairs. I thought they'd be perfect for her. They're in great shape. I just love them. And it goes for a great cause. So please, please come in and visit the Habitat for Humanity. You won't be disappointed.
And the history of these chairs is?
I think they came from Westfield Center, donated for Habitat for Humanity. Really, you can find most anything you need for a house. So please stop in. Thanks.
I am interviewing Norm Glantz. He is the Community Relations Director. And tell me what your job is all about, Norm.
Well, my job is basically working with churches and businesses and schools in and around Medina County, trying to recruit volunteers and donations for both the store and working on the houses. We encourage businesses to put up flyers on that, asking for partner families, asking for volunteers, letting them know when we're doing things, encourage them to shop down at the store. Schools, we work with the guidance counselors and that to find out students who need volunteer hours for working in the community, to see if they would like to come out and work at the store, because unfortunately the age limit, they could be a little bit younger to work at the store as opposed to working on the house.
Oh, okay.
So.
Speaking of working on the house, we did go through a tool room earlier. Mm-hmm. So they even have a tool room here.
Right. We have people that, because of going into assisted living or cleaning out their workshops, mm-hmm. and they'll donate their tools. A lot of them are very nice, some almost new, still in the boxes. Mm-hmm. They go very quickly. If you're looking for something, the thing that I would suggest is come down to the store, sign up for the email list that's mailed out every Thursday or Friday of everything that is new that comes into the store, so you could kind of get a heads up, so you know if you have to get up early Saturday to come down and pick your treasure.
And you have to be here at 8 a.m.
Excuse me, yes, you have to be here at 8 a.m. To get in and find your treasure that you want. We have a number of people that come in at 8 a.m. and go home at noon or 1 o'clock because of the fact that they do like to take their time walking through.
There's so many areas, so many different rooms that you could furnish in your house. And I've been in a lot of senior homes, and there's a lot of men that have their own secret that they used to do a lot of woodworking, and they had their tool rooms in the basement. And some of those tool rooms are like the Mrs. Kitchen. I mean, it's phenomenal.
Yes, they are. They'll have everything from screwdrivers and wrenches to miter saws, table saws, anything that you can think of. Planers, joiners in there that they bring in, and we get to sell those off. Now, occasionally, if things come in that we don't have for our tool trailer, we may put those aside and put them in our tool trailer for working on the houses.
Well, good. Very good. What else do you want to share with the audience?
Well, we have a couple of things that we do for helping with fundraiser. We collect aluminum cans and recycle those.
Wait, can you drop them off here?
You drop them off at the store, or if you live up around Brunswick, where I do, you can call me, and I'll
do the pickup.
Do the pickup on them. I have several families that we collect from in churches up in the area.
Beer cans too.
Yeah, no, beer cans. We get those. We just like to know in advance about them, because then we have to leave the cover off the back of the truck.
The smell.
So that we don't get arrested for driving under the influence. The other thing we do, we have a scrap program where we take metal scrap and that to the scrap yard. If you're, say, getting rid of your air conditioning unit and you don't want to fight to carry it to the street or something like that, as long as the person who's changing it out will put their sticker on the side, we'll come pick it up, we'll disassemble it and take it apart for breaking it down to the different components that are in there and take it. Or if you feel extra generous and you just want to take your scrap up and say, hey, donate it to Habitat, we have a deal with Dykeloy in Brunswick. That's a scrapyard behind Skate Station.
Oh.
That if you come up and tell them that it's for Habitat, they will print you off a ticket for it, so you know what amount you can put down for donation, and they will include it in the checks that they send us for our donations that we take up there.
Wow. There is a lot of collaboration that goes into this.
A lot of people work together to get things done and try to raise funds for us. And Val up at Dykeloid works very hard to see that we get the best deal on our scrap that we take in there.
And now, when you go to these job sites, how do you get all the equipment there? How do you, do you have vehicles that you own for Habitat?
We have a 24-foot box truck and a van that is in dire need of being replaced because it sort of died very quickly right after our move of moving everything into the new store. We use that, and then of course a lot of the volunteers have their own trucks and that, and they volunteer to move some of the stuff themselves. And so depending on the contractor who's working on it, on the house, they'll bring some of the stuff down for us.
Okay. So you say that you're in dire need, so maybe some secret person might just come and maybe donate a vehicle to you guys.
That's how we'd like it to happen. But we have had 2 vans donated to us since we've been in business.
Oh, great.
One was from a carpet place, and another one was from a tire company. When we got them, they both had a lot of miles on them, but we still were able to use them
until they died.
Until they died, and we got the next one. So it worked out very nicely for us.
That's good. They don't have the need anymore, but you guys have a great need. So that would be terrific.
Right.
to team up with someone like that. And unfortunately, a lot of businesses are downsizing, and they might be looking somewhere to donate.
Mm-hmm. And there's some tax advantages for them donating versus trying to sell outright in a market that may not be as generous as donating it.
Mm-hmm.
And Habitat does have a program of donating cars and vehicles for resale in there. But we haven't used it that much, so I don't know that much about it.
Okay. We are sitting on this lovely couch that has been donated. And this piece of furniture is $80. Can you believe $80? It's so comfortable. I might even take a nap here.
You can.
All right. Well, how long are you here today, though?
Kathy will be here till what, 4?
All right, because I don't want to be locked in here all night. Is there any food?
Oh yeah, we always have food. We're sort of like the United Methodist Church. Habitat travels on its stomach. We have a nice lunchroom that we built onto the store, and we have some fantastic ladies that like to see that our volunteers get fed very well.
And like on a Saturday, how many volunteers are floating around the store?
10, sometimes 15, depending on who's here and who's not on vacation.
And Kathy shared with us that 2 Saturdays ago, you guys had wall-to-wall people, nonstop people. So you had a really good day. That's awesome.
Well, the days since we opened up here on July 2nd, the days have increased every Saturday.
Good.
And it's sort of like when we first started out on Lake Road, and my wife would refer to that Habitat store as Floyd's Barbershop. Didn't do a lot of business there, but had a lot of fun.
Oh. Thanks for joining us this month at the Habitat for Humanity's Restore. And remember, they are open on Saturdays 8 to 4. They take cash and they take credit cards. So please do yourself a treat and come in and browse at all the many items they have here, from furniture to appliances to tools, windows, doors, faucets. So come on in. And we'll see you next month, and have a good month.
Want to help? Make it easy on everyone. Send cash, the most effective form of disaster relief. CIDI.org.